And we're back with our third episode, which is going to be, obviously, like I promised, trigger happy. Probably, this was the first, bear in mind this is the first character I ever got to max level in the first game, which was level 10. And this Skylander holds a special place in my little heart, it really does. Like, it's so fun to use. Like, he's ridiculously overpowered, like, I'm not even kidding. Like, you'll see why. So, I could just stand here, I will pop this out, and all we've got to do now is this. You can literally just do this, it's ridiculous.
Oh, those bad guys are feeling it now, Chill Bill. Yes, they are in the zone. Or if not in the zone, some zone.
And say, now you can just spam that. You've got a bomb. To be fair, I should have gone down the other skill tree for this one. I'm going to explain the only issue I have with Trigger Happy in a bit. But this is just some casual... Round 1's always some casual just gameplay of how they handle. And...
So, I just want to know, Chill Bill, what is your take on this whole character
Boom.
creation business? You know, Broccoli guy, I got to say, it's pretty cool. And it's not just because I'm still today and I like to...
You can literally just fire as fast as you can pull the trigger.
Really can't bug you. It's really kind of ironic if you think about it. And another one bites...
The only problem with me, don't have a lot of health. Which, to be fair, if he did have a lot of health, then it would be actually absolutely ridiculous.
Oh yeah. Although full disclosure here, I don't think the weather ever actually changes at this place. I really say that.
This is ridiculous. Like, he's still so overpowered. Like, even in these games, like, looking at his stats are very meh. Like, to be fair, he takes a lot of damage. Like, I love using him in the hardest difficulty because he absolutely dominates, but he also dies in like one hit. Alright, so now we're going to go through the first section of his abilities. Golden pistols, literally you can fire his gun, like that's literally all it is, nothing interested. Then there's his lob of golden safe, it's just like his little bomb. He essentially has a little bomb, and he can fire his pistols. And this is where I'm going to be really aggro with Trigger Happy here, because his first ability is the charge ability, which, to be fair, this is fine because you charge a decent bullet, which deals like triple the damage of a normal bullet, which is fine. But it's pointless because you can fire so quick. By the time you've charged this up, you could have already got off about 7 normal basic shots. This ability, useless. This ability, good. Deals increased damage on the pot, it's fine. This doesn't even increase the damage of your actual shots. This is what's annoying. Like, these two do not increase the damage of your base shots, they just give you a charge attack, which can be interrupted. This is an amazingly strong ability. Like, the only problem is obviously you can't... It's not infinite ammo until you get his last ability. Like, so let's look at his first 4 abilities. Useless, useless, good, well, decent, very good. Like, design-wise was pretty cool. Like, you charge up to that. So how much do? I do 15 damage. And he goes 61. So it takes like a second. I bet you, in the space of me charging it, I could fire probably about 3 or 4 bullets. So let's have a look at it. You just best off not using the charge up attack. Like, at all. Okay, this is ridiculous. So you charge, your things get interrupted. And obviously with this one you also move a lot slower each time you thingy. I mean, yeah, it's real good ability, but you only really get it off like once every blue moon. Like, you don't get it off that often. It's a shame I've already got a max level. Like, I've got 3 trigger habs. I've got the special Easter event one, and I've got Series 2 and Series 1 trigger happy. Like, this is my OG trigger happy from my starter pack. I've still got my Sparrow from my OG starter pack, I've still got my Guild Grunt from my OG starter pack, and my trigger happy. I sold a bunch of my Skylanders like a long time ago because I never thought I'd play it again. To be fair, they've stopped really being worth any money. Like, you can pick some up now for like about 20p.
fish and chips.
Bam.
Someone call an exterminator because we got rats in the building. We got ourselves a classic case of defeated enemy right there. Wow, this battle is really raging on. But that means you might really say the same thing twice, thrice, or whatever comes after thrice. I mean, I don't even know.
They're really annoying in Chaos mode. They just hit you for like 500 damage. It's ridiculous. You can literally just do stuff like this and like most of your bullets lock on.
See you later, non-alligators. While we're waiting for the next
Round 3.
I'd like to say a few words about...
Oh, we're going into the next round. So, after this kind of dreadful Fairs loadout, we're going to go into the thing. So, finally, we've got an increase to your damage. Finally, so that's good. That's very good. Golden pistols bounce off wall again. That causes carnage. So good. But then there's this. Like, this does so much damage if you hit off. Like, it is ridiculous how much damage this can hit for. But it takes like 8 to 10 seconds to charge. Like, I watched Crypt Crusher's video. Like, I used to always go down this skill tree. But when I got him, I reset and went down this. I went down this skill tree, and then I reset again to go down this one just to see like if it really was. And pairs, I did prefer the bottom one. Like I do recommend going down this one because having longer range, you can basically turn it into like a pipe bomb. Like you can chuck it quite far. It explodes into a shower of coins, which also sort of do like I think mini explosions, which deal it's kind of like tick damage. But the thing is, your pistol's already doing like a ridiculous amount of damage anyway, so you don't really need to like upgrade them that much. Like that. Oh, that's the only thing that increases the damage. That technically doesn't exist. So basically, all you're getting in this skill tree is slightly. I think you get like an extra 4 damage on your pistols, and then they can bounce off walls. Whereas this, you're getting longer ranged, extra damage, and then there's this which is toss a giant coin that deals extra damage. If it lands on heads, it turns into a man that touches it. So basically, not only does it land on it, I think if I remember correctly, it lands and then the coins come out of it as well from this one. And it's just such a useful ability. And then there's the infinite ammo on the golden machine gun. You can just sit there and drill into anything. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I can literally sit here now until I get CC'd off it. I can literally just sit here now. Like, I literally do not have to move. I can literally just sit here. But he's not gonna get like, even though he is like ridiculously overpowered no matter like which way you go, he's not the best Skylander. He's not gonna get a 5 out of 5 because of it. Because his health is like dead low, and every time I use him, like it's either I use him and do loads of damage in the hardest difficulty, or he dies. In Sparrow's adventure, like he still is pretty strong. Like to be fair, I'd even argue say it's one of the strongest. So he's not going to get a 5 out of 5. The only way anything's ever going to get a 5 out of 5 is if both skill trees are considered like ridiculously overpowered. Like everything in the skill tree is good, and if anything about them is just perfect, like the only way that's ever going to get a 5. And I don't think really anything is going to get a 5 because every Skylander has its flaws, whether it be one skill tree, the soul gem being boring, or just design. Like even the design can really cause like an issue. Like, oh, I'm about to get pumped on here. I'm getting wiped.
At this point, I'm wondering why the bad guys just don't pack up and go home. Well, I'm pretty sure that they all came together, so going home now will require a lot of coordination, and I just don't think they have the organizational skills to pull it off. Oh, that can't feel good. It really can't.
Oh, 2 slices of pizza, nice. It's just ridiculously strong. It's just the only problem is he just seems to take so much damage because his armor rating's very low. Boom. That's it. No, it's not. No, it's not. Never mind. The golden pistols are. I prefer the design of the ones. I don't like the little barrel that they've got when you upgrade them. To be fair. He's absolutely ridiculous. It's completely understandable why he's a fan favourite, because he really is just stupid strong.
Absolutely.
Like, his entire kit is good. Like, his lob is explosive, so you know it can hit enemies in an area. Which, that's just, I don't know, there's just something about that which is ridiculous. Plus, so I can either shoot lights or I can shoot lights. Let me see how fast I can get it. Oh. That's like the fact, and bear in mind each one of them coins hits for 15 damage. Then he's got an infinite minigun which hits for like 12 damage. Like, he's just a good character altogether. Like, if I had to rate him, he wouldn't get far because obviously that he basically loses 3 upgrades because you're never going to get that off. That's kind of useless. That's kind of useless. So he's only going to get a 4 out of 5 because there's just 3 abilities relying on like 3 charge abilities, and bear in mind I don't really like if they couldn't be interrupted or there was a way to charge it faster, then he'd probably get like top marks because he'd be ridiculous. But because he can't charge it any quicker and it gets interrupted so easily, I can't give him any higher than a 4. 4.5. Like he'd have got a 4.5 had maybe one of these increased the base damage, or even that increased the base damage, but it doesn't. So he only gets 1 increase to his damage. I recommend going down this skill tree. It's more fun and I think it's just more viable in general. If anyone stuck around till the end, I do thank you for watching. I have Prison Break, Ghost Roaster, Whamshell, Drobot, Sonic Boom and Zook ready to be uploaded, well, recorded. I'm going to record them all, but I'm going to like put up like a different video each day, so if anybody wants to recommend one of them to play, or if you want to recommend one of your other Skylanders, for instance like Stealth Elf or something like that, just let me know and I'll get on to upgrading them as quickly as I can. But thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.